What's up, everyone? AJ Writes Crypto here. It is Tuesday, April 9th. Thank you for joining me this morning. I appreciate each and every one of you. Let's give a quick shout out to everybody in the chat. We have Ellie, we have Mr. Mojo Risen, SWFL Crypto, JC, Brian Bootyhead, Marsh, Goundolf, Green, Mauricio Gonzalez, Kingston Cross, Eric, Steph, Joe, Dez in the house, Skittles in the house, Kimu, Randy, Corey, Jason, Crypto Chicken Salad, everybody. What's up? Eric, AJ cashes out some Bitcoin and then starts to say, no, not Bitcoin. Not Bitcoin. All right. So, man, got so much that whiff short, eh? Someone's been paying attention. Someone's nailing groups and nailing trades in the Telegram group. I do love to see it. I love to see it. Last night, I kind of went off. I was looking at this chart on. I ended up posting 18 charts in the Telegram group last night. Some of them played out, some of them got rejected, but a lot of conditional trades where, if we're like in the ascending triangle, you'll set the alarm on the band, set the alarm on support resistance, and whatever alarm goes off first is probably your trade. Always be aware of the false hits. That's why you set a tight stop loss. I mean, you can lose so many trades if you're only losing 1%, right? You don't have to trade like your life depends on it. You don't have to trade with more than 3% of your bag. Some traders would say 1% of your bag. Mathematically, the best way to go. Let me fix my. There we go. I gotta get a little bit of fix here and here, but you want to mathematically give yourself a chance. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, big shout out to Jason nailing some trades. Love to see it. Love to see it. People AJ's age sadly don't know that gyms are. Wait, what? I'm 32. If that's what's going on in there. Not sure what's going on there. All right, let's do a quick overview of the crypto market. All right, let me do. I was already looking at the gainers and losers. Whoa. Slow down. Going too fast. Bitcoin back under 70. Got some rejections we got to talk about. We're going to talk about Solana. Yesterday was a nice little pop. Love to see that. But we got to talk about what has happened on the charts here. Kind of a big deal. Obviously, I want to talk about some portfolio stuff as well. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Cardano 60 cents, kind of cruising. Mackie, I got you in a second. Polygon 91 cents, near 731, still up a little bit from my buy last week. Dog whiff 384 inside the top 40. That is just insanity. Render under 10 has a buy. The graph 33 buy. V chain under 5 buy it. Yep, buy it. All of these coins that are down, it's a red day. You know what I mean? You know what that means? You mean buy it. Buy that too. That coin I don't know, buy it. I'm kidding. Mackie sees the info down underneath. Awesome. I also have this cool little graphic here. Boom. Oh, you can't see it. My head's too big. My head's too big. All right, let's take a quick look at the gainers and the losers, and we'll get into the rest of the show. Already got about 100 people in the house right now. You guys are truly amazing. Make sure you smash the like button if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate that. I need to make my head smaller. Wait, that's not the one I want. That's the one I want. All right. We're looking at the top one. We're not looking at the top 1,000. Not today. We'll take a peek at the top 300, though. Saga up big time. Someone was asking me about that one, actually. Well, there you go. 38%. Holy shit. Toncoin has no chill whatsoever. We talked about that in the group yesterday. I'll show you the Toncoin chart here in a little bit. Phantom up 3%. It's funny. There was a situation yesterday in the group where some things were shorting and Phantom was longing. You can be in a long and short at the same time. It does work like that sometimes. It's the exception, not the rule. But that can be a thing. We got the MAGA Trump coin down really hard. That coin ate it. It's interesting because Geo Bowden has actually got exchange listings and has been ripping. So I'm sure a lot of people hate to see that coin falling behind. It's kind of be like a race of market cap for the top geopolitical coin. 24 hours, top 100. Nervous Network, CBK up 11, Toncoin up 11. Shout out to Crypto Keeper. I'm not gonna lie, Keeper called Toncoin like a while ago, like under $3 Toncoin. He called it. I'll give it to him. Credit's due where credit's due. I mean, even a broken clock's right twice a day. I'm kidding. Phantom up 3%. Yeah, all these things are chilling now. Wormhole down, Core down, Jupiter, Beam, Ordy, Dogwoof, Pepe, Arweave, all down 7 or more. Damn. P-Chain down 5%, Pyth down 5.1. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about today. I looked at my portfolio this morning and it didn't seem like it took that big of a hit, really. It was kind of just like in that normal, fluctuations. I mean, you get to a point where every time you refresh your phone, you're talking like a couple $1,000s, and you just get to a point where it doesn't matter anymore, and you're like, I'm riding out, fuck it. And then that's kind of like becomes the vibe. But then you see days like this, and it looks like a really bad day, but it doesn't really feel like that, if that makes sense. So we're going to definitely do some investigation on why it doesn't seem like it's as bad as it is, and yeah, I'm checking out the chat here really fast. So Dez, shout out to Dez in the chat. He said, "Hi AJ, I paid for your group last week and it has already paid for my 12-month subscription." Shout out to Dez, paying attention. I love to see it. Mr. Mojo Ryzen, a 12-month sub, I believe is 320, 340. Something it's less than or maybe it's 360. I forget. Send an email to if you want to get in the Telegram group, send an email to ajalphagroup@gmail.com. We'll get you signed up. No problem. We have like 90 people in there right now. I'm trying to get to 100. That'd be great. I actually have the conversation with Pal AI has picked back up. The conversation with Pal is maybe. So the thing with the group is that the Telegram group's a one-way road, and I did it that way on purpose because people would miss my posts if everyone was talking in there. I wasn't having that one-way road. Only I'm sending my charts, strategies, inspiration, all the things. So, and I use Phemex Pulse as the two-way road, and really Phemex Pulse is there for the group to help the other people in their group. It's not like I can't answer every single question that comes through. I can't. That's too much. I can't do that. But I am in Phemex Pulse at least once a day, and I post. If I say I post a couple setups in the Telegram group, I will post a couple setups of them in Phemex Pulse. So yesterday, I even posted a couple trades that weren't in the Telegram group over at Phemex Pulse just to keep people plugged in. And so what I'm thinking is that for the Pal AI, that you could talk to the AI version of me, you could do research, just kind of have like this insane super crypto bot to talk to in a Telegram group. What I'm thinking about doing is anyone who signs up for a year or more is going to get access to the Pal AI. So you'll get access to the main Telegram group, and then you'll get access to another group that's a two-way street with the Pal bot. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not sure how it's going to work out yet. I talked to them this morning, talked to them yesterday. So hopefully we are getting that worked out. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, 360. It's 360. You're right. Sick. Well, good job to Dez. Nailing trades. Love to see it. All right, going to keep the ball rolling here. I get distracted with the chat so bad. It's a problem. Saw a really interesting video that I tried to find the article on CryptoPanic. I didn't see it, but Wendy made this video that was actually really interesting. Wendy said that the CEO of XRP, so Brad Garlinghouse, said that he sees the total crypto market cap exceeding 5 trillion this year. Like this one, not the next one, this one. And that would, the top of the last market cap was 3 trillion. He is saying 5 trillion this year. And that's one hell of a statement. Because if you and I'll pull the chart really fast. 1 second. Because if you kind of consider, where Bitcoin dominance has been heading, 1 second. I should have pulled these charts earlier. So go here. I have so many alarms going off, it's driving me a little crazy. So let's check out Bitcoin dominance, right? So Bitcoin dominance. Boom. Daily. All right. So this is something I wanted to talk about anyway. So, Bitcoin dominance has been, for the most part, outside of, these outliers here, I mean, even that is above 50%, but this has been like the most of the box of the value area between 51% and 54%, so basically 50 to 55% since the run up at the end of last year, that has been, Bitcoin's dominance over the total crypto market cap. All right. So if you consider what Wendy is saying about what Brad Garlinghouse said, that if Bitcoin holds that 50% dominance, we get to a $5 trillion market cap. I mean, we'd be talking a $2.5 trillion cap for Bitcoin, which would spit Bitcoin to $127,000 this year. And that really doesn't sound that far-fetched. Considering, Bitcoin, has been falling today, but, has been around the 70,000 range, has put it in a new all-time high. And I think a move to 127K this year doesn't seem that crazy. I'm not saying it's 100% going to happen. I'm just going off of what other people have said and digging on it a little further. But I don't know. When she said that about what Garlinghouse said, it made a lot of sense to me. So I looked it up and I said, hey, like that's totally possible for Bitcoin to go that far, given its dominance and given the implications of its dominance. So there you go. I don't feel like that's a far-fetched thing to say. Not at all. Not even a little bit. So there you go. Well, let's take a quick look at the Bitcoin dominance chart while we're here. So basically, if you kind of go back and look at like when the alt had run ups, like if you go from, December 7th here to, the 29th of December, the Christmas time, that weird week of every year between Christmas and New Year, this was in there. When, Bitcoin dominance drops like that, that is when the alt have their run. This is when the alts are waking up. We kind of had this other run here after the dump in January. We had a run. We had another run in February. So anytime you see Bitcoin dominance dropping like this, the alts are pumping. So for Bitcoin dominance to actually put in a slightly, let me actually fix this thing. Oops, I mean to do that. For Bitcoin dominance to put in a lower high, that isn't the worst thing for the alt. Not at all. And it's also pretty interesting how Bitcoin, it does have a lot of support resistance levels. And we kind of right here. And then we kind of even have like a little baby uptrend forming right here as well. So, kind of interesting. Keep an eye on Bitcoin dominance. And it's not like the most important chart, really. I mean, but I kind of always keep an eye on it. Why not? But it is worth looking at for sure. All right. So we do have a portfolio rating from Tom O'Brien. Let me screenshot that. I'll do those at the end of the show. Screenshot. I can't wait to have someone else to do this part for me so I don't have to stop the show to take a picture or something. But I'm almost done. Oh, yo, French toaster, chill, dog, chill. That's hilarious. Oh no. Where is this damn thing? Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. All right, so let's take a look at well, we could look at a couple stories before I go totally into the charts. I'll run through them quick. So, I mean, kind of going off the Bitcoin idea, Bitcoin boosts the market a whopping $13.5 billion inflow in Bitcoin in 2024. That is pretty insane. I'm not even going into the article. That's just that. Sometimes the headline is the article. We have seen a $13.5 billion inflow into Bitcoin in 2024, from the ETFs. And really, when you think about it, that's not that crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like in terms of seeing it go like to 127,000 this year, that does not seem far-fetched. That's really not that crazy. The MAGA coin ate it, 60% catastrophe, which, like I said, which is interesting because Geo Bowden has been ripping. Geo Bowden has been like, nah, I'm out of here, fam. Peace. Not even really going to go into this, but I have always kept my eye on the geopolitical meme coins. It's certainly a narrative, and I think it's going to continue to be a narrative as we move forward. And maybe, this coin crashing 60% might be an opportunity. I also have done Mario Nafal spaces with the team from RFKJ. That's a pretty interesting pick as well. It's just cool to see. It's cool to see, and you got to go off narratives, right? So it's certainly a narrative that I'm not obsessed with, but I have my eye on it for sure. Are there any Trump coins besides MAGA? Yeah, there are. I know there's a baby Trump here. Actually, let's look at it's poly. They call it Polyfi. One second. Crypto coins. Okay. There's a list of them, but I'm on CoinGecko. There we go. And sorry about the wait. Here we go. So Geo Bowden. So this is funny that this is actually kind of what we were talking about on the Mario show probably a week or two ago, that MAGA has fallen behind. What it was only 100 billion behind Geo Bowden at the time. And we were saying that the market cap of these are going to race each other from the from the side that wants that person to win the election. So we were kind of postulating that maybe MAGA was going to catch Geo Bowden. Since then, Geo Bowden has checked out in a big way. It's up about double. So not exactly double, but almost. So yeah, very interesting. Very interesting. So I'm still keeping my eye on it though. I'm not aping in, but I'm aware. I'm very aware of the situation. So to answer your question, we have Baby Trump, MAGA Coin BSC. There's another MAGA, but that one's not real. Free Trump, Donald Trump. I know that one had a lot of volume. I don't know about it anymore, but it did. And I'm surprised the RFKJ token's not on here. It should be, because those guys have been actually trying to do a lot of things and to donate to that cause and everything. I don't hate the idea of RFK. I don't. Kennedy in the White House. Whew, that'd be sick. That'd be sick. I don't know. I am to not, isolate anybody politically. I'm in the anything but what we have now crew. That's how I feel. Clearly undercaffeinated. Okay. So let's get back to the show here. Checking in on the chat. I think there's a super Trump. Yeah, I know I saw a couple other Trump coins that weren't on that list. Yeah, there is an RFK coin, Andy. Yes. I don't know why it's not on the list though. Okay. Interesting. So this story is pretty wild. I'm not going to go crazy far into it, but I just like checking them out. Former Ethereum advisor files a $9.6 billion lawsuit against the government. $9.6 billion. Imagine going to the courthouse, how much is the lawsuit? Yeah. 9.6 what? $9.6 billion. Chill, bro. Chill. Dude. Former Ethereum advisor Steven Narioff wants the U.S. government to repay $9.6 billion for the damages for the extortion charges that were eventually dismissed after 4 years. Just all my mental pain, man. 9.6 billion. That's the price. All right. Early advisor to Ethereum network has filed a lawsuit for false charges and mistreatment by the federal agents between 2019 and 2023. Narioff, known for publicly accusing Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin of fraud, filed a Federal Tort Claims Act (FTCA) lawsuit suing the U.S. for $9.6 billion in damages for the extortion case brought against him back in 2019. The legal battle lasted about 4 years within the U.S. government, eventually dismissing the lawsuit last May. According to the new SF95 filing posted by Fox Business journalist Eleanor Sherritt, she's a good follow on Twitter, by the way. Narioff sued the federal government based on claims that its agents were aware of the baseless nature of the charges. Wow. I wish him the best, dude. I wish him the best. 9.6. That's like an SEC type hit. Is Gary Gensler his lawyer? Like this guy. Best of luck, dude. Best of luck. His legal team, believes the damages caused to Nariov's reputation and businesses are significant enough to file a lawsuit against the government. The filing reads as a direct and proximate result of the wrongful conduct of federal agents and or officers. Mr. Nariov's well-being and personal life and career were irreparably harmed. He incurred significant legal fees to defend himself while simultaneously losing income as a result of being a feared pariah in the crypto community. Damn. Yeah, so let me get this straight. If you could sue someone that hurt your reputation in the crypto industry, you can get $9.6 billion. I'm not hating on him. Like they probably did extort him. They probably did hurt his reputation. That probably all happened. I see it. But 9.6 billion, that's a lot. I don't think I wish hey, best of luck. Best of luck, my friend. All right, let's keep it rolling. Yeah, how could we not talk about this right now? How could we not talk about this? Toncoin dethrones Cardano in the top 10. I did not see this coming. I remember when the day Toncoin became the talk of the town, the Telegram thing. I know why I know this because I wrote a script about it at Hit Network, and that thing went from like $1 or something to like maybe even less than that to like $2, $2.20, and then it stayed there, like walked this slow between $2 and $2.20 for what felt like a year. But it wasn't that long, but it felt like it. It was just kind of sitting there, and then they came out swinging in a big way. And now, we're talking some numbers for Toncoin. We'll take a look at the chart. That one's on the chart list as well. Past Cardano, signaling a paradigm shift driven by Telegram's strategic expansion initiatives. A dramatic turn of events. We watched Toncoin pass Cardano, market cap of 21.65 billion. Damn. Spotlight is now on Toncoin, associated with Telegram. The renowned messenger platform fueled by the ambitious announcements of Paul Durov, the billionaire behind Telegram. Toncoin's recent surge has been nothing short of meteoric. I know that there's a lot more integration now with Telegram, and if you have Telegram pages, you can put ads in them and get paid in Toncoin. I feel like that's pretty cool. I wouldn't do anything like that because it's a private group. I'm not going to hit you over the head with an ad in a small private group. But I feel like that's cool that that you can earn. You can earn on Telegram now. I mean, that's badass. And the fact that this is a top 10 crypto, it is pretty ridiculous. I mean, let's actually take just a quick look at Toncoin. Top 10 above Cardano. Holy shit, that's insane. 663, up 33% in 7 days. 12% in 24 hours. Not the worst tokenomics. 3.4 out of 5.1. I mean, that's not that bad. It could be better, and it's going to get better, but that's not that bad. Wow. That's one hell of a rip. We'll look at the actual chart here in a little while. But yeah, this thing is it's moving. It's moving. I feel like if you didn't buy it at $3, it's probably not the end of the world. It's only sitting at 22.7. I feel like it still obviously has room to run as it just breached the top 10, but you also have to consider once it go like how much more could it really run? You kind of do have to take that into account too. I mean, if you look at, it's at 22 right now. I mean, if it doubled, if it went to, to $14, $15, I mean, it would be up here kind of above XRP under Solana, but that right there is only a double up. So I don't know if I'm going to be targeting this one at this point. I bought a little at like $4, but it was nothing significant, a couple grand, but I don't know how I feel about, I mean, how much further could it really pump? Like realistically, like even in an amazing bull run situation, do you really see it going to 220 billion? 300 billion. I don't know. Interesting. I got to think about it. We got another rate my portfolio here from Mike Kaiser. Let me take a quick screenshot of that bad boy, and then I will keep the show rolling. I definitely want to get into some charts here soon. Let me just save this so I don't kind of do it later. Y'all, I do appreciate you guys, though. Make sure you smash the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Actually, the numbers in terms of the numbers of people who watch this show every day that are subscribed actually has gone up. I know I have like a really strong core audience. I'm like probably 200, 300 every day, which is really good. It's really consistent. I'm very proud of that. And there like a couple months ago, it was like 30% of the people that watch your show every day aren't subscribed. I was like, what? What do you mean they're not subscribed? Like, why would 70% of my audience not be subscribed? But it's actually much better now. It's only like 20%. Only 20% of you aren't subscribed that are watching this right now. So if you're one of those people, join the Grogger Nation. You can do it. It's just a click of a button. And we hit 13.4, which is great. We're moving. Slowly but surely. I wish I had a ton. Me too. Trust me on that. I will give it to Keeper. He did call that. All right, final story. Then we'll get into chart time. All right. Solana devs target April 15th to fix the failed transaction. But why are you waiting to tax day? Seeking a tax day. Oh my God. I do not want to pay taxes. Where's Tornado Cash when you need it? Thanks a lot, Biden. That was my tweet from like 2 days ago. And I really don't want to pay tax. Like, not at all. Like, not even that. Nope. I might move to Dubai. Like, when you really start raking it in crypto, and then you're like, I gotta do what? I gotta pay how much? Like, it's not good. It's not good. Yeah. And I mean, and considering the fact that like I got hacked and I had a pretty significant loss to claim and stuff like that, and that was the whole process of proving that. And oh my God, that they didn't want to make that work. And dude, just so many like little things along the way. It's just like such a nightmare. Hold on. But yeah, I not looking forward to it, but definitely, my tax guy is on me. I don't know if you guys have accounts or whatever, but I there's too much going on for me to try to do that. I just pay somebody to do it. $700, big deal. And he's always on me every year, like, dude, you could like do this thing where you pay, put a check in the mail and send it to this thing every 3 months. It would like make your life a lot easier and blah, blah, blah. And every year I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, totally, bro. Got it. And I never do it because it's just like, I don't want to think about it. You know what I mean? And now it's just like, maybe I should do maybe I should listen to the guy that knows a lot more about this than I do. Maybe I should listen. So anyway, what we were talking, how did we get here? Solana, right? April 15th. The implementation bug, not a design flaw. Trust me, guys. It's not the design. Trust me. That's like the most should have been a politician ass statement I've ever seen in my life. It's important to make this distinction because implementation errors are usually trivial. They can be swapped out for other implementations. Usually design errors are generally serious and more fundamental. So don't worry about everything. It's not even our fault that 75% of our transactions aren't working. And the ratio has reduced to around 58%, actually. It's getting better. Man, I am very frustrated about this story. Listen, don't get me wrong, everybody. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate Solana. I jumped on my personal bag. I jumped on the Solana train way sooner than a lot of people. And the thing is with Solana is that unlike a lot of people in crypto, I really like HBAR. I really like Algorand. And there's reasons why I really like them from like a design functionality, utility angle, and how well they work, how fast they are. They can do it at scale. I mean, we're talking blockchains that zero downtime, just zipping. And Solana goes from, 20 bucks to 200 plus. It's under 200 now, but it did go above 200. And, it's all VC attention. It's all institutional attention. And even if it has paused and has stopped, and even if 80-70% of the transactions aren't working, everyone's just like, yep, doesn't matter, let's just keep it going. And like, as an investor, as a trader, I don't care. As a trader, I don't care. But as like someone who loves blockchain and who knows what other projects are capable of that are not getting the attention they deserve, I'm just like, why? I don't know, man. I'm not going to beat it up, but it is that simple. Compared to Algorand, Solana's trash. Compared to HBAR, Solana's trash. From a functional standpoint, from the way it works, how well it was designed, the fact that neither of those have been down, But hey, Solana got the institutional attention, and that's what it's going to take for anybody to get to where they are. And hey, marketing is crypto. Crypto is marketing. And unless you get that through your head, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, someone in the chat saying, thinking about selling Solana to buy VeChain. And it is easy to build on Solana. That's a fair counter argument. I'll give you that. But I do always will kind of go back to, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I can't say sell this and buy this. I literally legally can't do that. But big old but here, we're talking a $76.1 billion market cap for Solana. I mean, in all honesty, like, is it really gonna? I don't see $1,000 Solana. I really don't. I made a Solana price prediction recently on this channel. Go watch it, and then do the math in your head on how much Solana would pump if it went from right here to that number, and then go on down the list to VeChain at 3, to the Graph at 3.1. Both two of my favorite coins right here. The Graph, VeChain, both 3.1 billion. HBAR 3.5 billion. Render 3.6 billion. Phantom 2.7. We're talking all the coins that AJ likes. Algorand 1.9. Quant 1.6. I mean, these projects are the projects that actually have room to run. And like, when it comes to portfolio strategy, we touched on this a little bit yesterday. You want to set your portfolio up so the coins that have room to run have room to run. You don't want to lead your portfolio with 20% or 20+% of a top 10 project. Because think to yourself, all right, Solana is at, $75 billion. Regardless of the multiplier, regardless of tokenomics, for Solana to double in price, another $75 billion has to get put in the number where it says, market cap, regardless of how you get there. And that is a significant amount of money. And if $75 billion got put in the HBAR, got put in the Algorand, got put in the VeChain or Render or the Graph, I mean, we're talking all the X's you'd ever want. So really, it's kind of about, when it comes to portfolio strategy, it comes down to which type of investor you are. Are you an investor that A, is trying to protect what you have? You have a lot of money, you have 6 figures, you could be a millionaire. Yeah, you're trying to make money, you're trying to get an ROI, but you are trying to protect. Investor 1. Investor 2, me, you, everyone. I just want to make as much money as I possibly can get. I just want to make more money than God. I want to buy a Lamborghini and not even feel bad about it. Not even a little bit. You know how you do that? You don't do that by having this guy's portfolio. This guy is in safer picks that will protect. We are in higher risk, higher reward picks that requires timing, that requires diligence, that requires, not only having a consistent DCA strategy, but, having the wherewithal to know, okay, well, I wanted to 6X, but maybe it's not going to get there. Maybe I should sell at 5. Maybe I should, you got to use your head on this, because a lot of people, I always say this when it comes to portfolios, and I will do the portfolios here in a minute, and I still want to look at charts. We might go over a little bit today, but the point here is that everyone's like, oh, I want an 8x. I'm like, all right, well, if it 5x's, are you going to sell anything? Nothing? No? Because what if it doesn't 8x? And this kind of comes down to a script I am currently writing about exit strategies. The script is not done yet. It's not done, but it's kind of a beauty. And basically, without going too far down the rabbit hole, the gist of it is that you need to be willing and ready to press the button at any given moment. At any given moment. And for each coin you have, you need to have a number of scenarios. Scenario 1, scenario 2, scenario 3. If this, then this. If this, then this. If this, then that. And kind of how I do conditional trading with support resistance levels. Kind of, I could do that all the time in the Telegram group. If it breaks this, go long. If it loses this, go short. So you need to be able to pivot, and you need to be able to understand the macro to the point where, let me put it this way. If you look at the scenario of the 2021 bull run, I have ran through this situation in my head so many times, like hundreds of times. So it's actually very interesting if you go to TradingView and you run you can play back the candles, and you can press play and watch it happen. And I have done this for the 2021 bull run on the daily, on the 8-hour, so many times. And I have determined that if the top is in November, that there's no way I wouldn't have sold by January, because you're never going to get the top. You're never going to get the top. You know why? Because when the top happens and we come down, oh, dude, that's just another leg. That's just another leg. We're just going to come down and come right back up. And guess what? We never do. And we spend the next years dropping, and you spend the next years holding your bag to the ground because you don't know how to sell. This is the biggest issue in crypto. The biggest issue in crypto is not making millions of dollars. The biggest issue in crypto is walking away with it. That is the problem. I ran through this 100 times in my head, and it has more to do with you being willing to say, this is enough. I have made my money. I'm good with this. And if it's not your 8x goal, if you want to 8x and you only 4, and this, and this happens, and you don't sell, it's on you. It's on you. So there has to be some sort of scenario, a checklist of things that happen where you got to say, that's probably it. That was it. I'm done. I'm out. That's going to be a good video. That's going to be a good video. I don't want to give too much of it away. But French Toaster, what happens when 90% of your higher risk plays do nothing, though? That your coin selection's bad. Your coin selection's bad. And this is why we hold, I am pretty cool with any portfolio that's between 6 to 10 picks. Anything more than 10, you're not going to manage it correctly. You're just not, unless you are a professional trader that can have the time and the bandwidth to perfectly time. Go back and look at all the coins you hold and tell me what the date of the all-time high was in the last bull run. Even if it's not the all-time high, the local high, the 2021 high for all the coins you hold. Was it the same day for every coin? I doubt it. I bet some of them were months away, and you would have never known. So you don't want to hold more than 10, but you want to hold probably at least 6. I think 7 to 10 is more of the sweet spot, because French Toaster, you got to be diversified, because the thing is that you don't want to over diversify at all, because you want to have significant capital into project. Like the way I see it, if you don't have at least 10,000 in one coin, what's the point? If you only have $1,000 and a coin 10x is cool. You didn't, you know what I mean? But if you have $10,000 in a coin 10x's, there you go. So you want to have a significant amount of money in each coin. So then there kind of comes a thing, well, I only have $5,000. Should I hold it all in one coin? No, you shouldn't. because there's a scenario like French Toaster saying about if the coin does nothing. And this is why we spread out 7 coins, because one of them might dud, 2 of them might dud. But, this is why we spread them out. Even if it's my favorite coin, my power pick, my, absolute power pick for the bull run is the graph. It's the graph. It hits every narrative right down the middle. It's at the top of the AI coins. It is king of AI crypto. It is the Google of Web3, as I've said so many times. And, there isn't a scenario where the graph doesn't just absolutely rip. There's no scenario where that happens. 0. But would I advise anybody to hold 100% of their bag in the graph? Hell no. No. Because you never know. It's crypto. Luna. Look at Luna. Go back and look at Luna. It was safely nestled in the top 10. Nothing could happen to it. Look at Luna now. The crypto will crypto. Okay. So you have to be prepared. You got to be prepared. Damn. That was a long ass rant. All right. Let's keep it rolling here. JC, I'm guys, it's not that I don't like Algorand. It's not that I don't like Algorand. I hold a significant amount of Algorand in every portfolio I have. But my number one power pick for the bull run is the graph. It's that simple. Is that swiftly followed by HBAR, Algorand, VeChain, blah, 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 blah? Yes. But the graph, low key, has been my favorite coin. It's been my favorite coin. It's going to whip. It's going to absolutely rip. I completely disagree, Eric. I completely disagree. All right. Going to keep it rolling. There's only 10 minutes left in the show, and I haven't even got into the charts I wanted to look at. All right, let's start here. Let's start right here. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Looking at the 12-minute. Let's start at the 2 hours. So the graph has been trying. So this was in a triangle, right? And then when you lose the triangle, it becomes a downtrend. That has been the story for the graph. Okay. So now the downtrend has been set and it tried to come back up. It tried to get back into the range of the triangle. And it looks like has got rejected, at least for the time being. This was kind of the idea yesterday, was that we want to get above this thing and maybe long it from there. But if it gets rejected, go short. Obviously, conditional trading. Late last night, this red arrow and followed by a second red arrow on high IQ kind of was the giveaway. All right. 5% down since then. But, I'm basically what I'm trying to see here. There been a support resistance level right here that has been tested multiple times, even from back there. All right. This support resistance level is at 33.2. It's currently at 33.63. And obviously the local low would be your other support resistance level right here. And this one's at 32.9. So both of these levels are significant, and I would like to see the graph bounce off of this and hopefully continue in this range and eventually break that big support resistance level, which is at 36.4. If you lose these levels, we're going short. Okay. Solana. Talked about this in my video last week. Okay. And the video last week was kind of worried about the Solana ecosystem in the scenario where Solana loses this support resistance level. And that is because if you look at the volume here, that's already drawn there from last time I talked about it. Big old gap in the volume. Big old gap. All right. And the point of control is actually way down here. And $100, $100. All right. Not saying it's going to go there, but that's where the volume's at. So, wrong thing. So if we consider that and then consider, Solana, how fast Solana came up, it's because, of where the volume was catching. And so don't think for a second that from this gap to here, that Solana can and will fall that fast if it has to catch volume. All right. So I'm not telling you that's going to happen. I'm just saying that's the reason it moves so fast is the same reason it can fall that fast. It's possible. All right. So this level here at 169.6 has been the level. It has been the local floor for Solana. All right. Zoom into the 12-minute. Now it has tested this level here. Big old test. This level is at exactly 169.5. So, right around 170. And I know it had another test over here somewhere. Yep, right here. Even lost it for a second right there. Okay, kind of a false flag right there. So my deal here is, here we are again, everybody. Solana sitting on the edge of a big old volume cliff. I hope it bounces right here. I hope we could just hit this, go long. It's pretty far away from the EMA. The local point of control is at 176. This could be a scalp long. It could be. But in this scenario where Solana loses this very important level, it kind of makes a lot more sense when you look at it from the 2-hour. You see my point? It's in this range, okay? It's in this range. And if we lose this range, we're going to fall down to where the next bit of volume is. Maybe 150, maybe 130. Because this is what I'm worried about. This. And we're right here. So Solana falls. I mean, we short to at least 147, 150. And what does that look like? AJ Char Graffiti 101 right now. What does that look like from right here? That's a 15% drop to 145, roughly speaking. So keep an eye on this level, everybody. Alarm that level, 169.5. This could be a long. It could be a scalp long from right here. It could be possible. So, the story is, and about we need to talk about Solana video, which was a really good video on the channel that got slept on, was the implications of what will happen to the other coins in Solana ecosystem if Solana loses that level we were talking about. And look at Bonk. Bonk tried to come up here yesterday. It tried to get up, not only get above support resistance. I mean, see these circles here, how many times this level has tried to get above this level. A lot of zeros, 2, 4, 8, 5. Okay. It did try. It tried hard, but ultimately got rejected. All right. In these situations, if it breaks the trend line and there's support resistance right here, I'm not going long until support resistance gets broken. All right. And then basically from the rejection of support resistance, we could have went short from when it came back into the trend line, about a 9% short. All right. That one was in this Telegram group last night. Not bad. But now, kind of similar to Solana. Look, right to support resistance right here. This could be a scalp long. If you lose this level at a lot of zeros, 2214, there's your short. All right. Bitcoin, 2-hour chart. At least what I like about this is that Bitcoin put in a better high than here. That is good. I don't like about this is that Bitcoin did not surpass this high, which is Bitcoin all-time high. All right. So structurally, it's really not that bad, because if you look at this situation, you could almost consider that a form of an ascending triangle. You could. It would be better if it actually had a touch here, to be honest with you. But consider that Bitcoin does have this local uptrend going for it that started forming the 19th of March. So alarm that, 100% alarm that level on the 2-hour. Okay. In the case of an ascending triangle, I mean, let's say Bitcoin comes down. That wouldn't be that bad. I mean, let's look at the measured move here. The measured movie. Ooh, take us to that, that 85.5. That'd be nice. So, yeah, I mean, right here, right now, Bitcoin's just kind of in a range, but similar to a lot of things, it looks like it's trying to catch. It's not really as clearly on a support resistance level as other things. Yeah, actually it is right here. Found you. There's that support resistance level. So trying to bounce, set an alarm at 68,194. If we lose that, everything else is probably going to fall. I'm not going to look at render. This was a big one that we absolutely nailed last night in the group. Oh my God, dude. even if you went off of, the break from here, ugh, wow, about 9%. It did try to, really get above. This position was actually talked about here. You actually could have even scalped up for 2%, but the kind of giveaway for this position was when it lost this level again. That was really what did it, was because if you kind of ignore, because like it's going to try to fake you out. The market's going to try to confuse you. This will happen all the time. This little thing here where, the alarm went off. So do I go long? Well, let's go long. You got to know that in 2 hours, you make 2% on your long, that you're scalp trading. You're not sitting in this forever. That's a trade. That's a trade. If you get in a leverage trade and it goes up 3%, and then it comes up and you're only up 2% and it's falling, get out of there. You won. You'll won. Especially with 5-10x leverage, you're making significant money. I mean, some trades are, 0.3, amazing. But what is the dead giveaway was when we lost this level. Because look, you touched it here. We actually had a touch there as well. We came up. We faked everybody out. We tried to catch the people with their pants down trying to go long. We come back down into the range. Coming back down into the range could have been your short. You could have shorted from here. That would have been a 13% win. But the giveaway was when we lost this level. And not even specifically when we lost that level. When we lost it, came up, wicked it, lost it. That wick right there, oops, I mean to draw that, is a dead money maker. Look at that hammer. You see this thing? You see this body? How strange that wick is? That is a straight up money maker, because it flooded the liquidity. It says, "Oh, I'm going up." No, I'm not, and just drops off. That could not ask for a better reversal situation. And to consider the oscillator, that is the moment where it came up and just comes back down heavy in the red. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. That's like a perfect trade. So the break of that level to here, 11% in 10 hours. Not bad. Toncoin. So Toncoin was in a local uptrend. Local uptrend. This matters less now. But the point here is that when you're in tight ranges like this, you're in an uptrend until you're not. All right. And that is obviously what I was talking about in the group. You could have scalped from here to here. I don't really advise doing that. If you're in an uptrend, you should be going long. But even if you went short from the break of the uptrend to that bottom, that would have been 5% short in 2 hours, and getting out of the short at the support resistance as planned. So, that idea was alive and well. But ignoring down, dude, we nailed it in the Telegram group last night. I'm very proud of those trades. So, so ignoring that local trend and zooming out to a 2 hour, we're actually in a much larger uptrend. So the one I just deleted was the local uptrend, and then there can be uptrends and size of uptrends. Don't get me wrong here. And that you could see how well that idea would have helped a 5% trade. But look, now we're in this much larger uptrend. Rejected. All right. So let's look into it. So what were the conditions of these getting rejected before? Okay. So this one was a little bit more obvious. Bearish divergence on market cipher from top to bottom, 23% trade in 3 days. This one also pretty obvious, bearish divergence. This is the 2 hour chart. Initially, about a 15% loss in over 3 days, and then kind of traded sideways for a while until the most recent pop up. Remember, we are in an overall uptrend here. So, I mean, really where we bounced this support resistance, the loss of that level would be my cue. I mean, you could go short from here, but I wouldn't advise it because it's moving up on the small time frames. And now that this level here at 650, 650, almost 651, has formed support resistance here, and now popped off here. Losing this level is your short. Losing that level is your short. So, and say, we end up losing this level, come down here. This could be, 13, 14% trade. If this is another scenario similar to these ones back here, where we touch the top band of the uptrend, we come down, we touch the top band of the uptrend and come down? Is this top the touch of the uptrend and come down? I would probably say yes. Probably. You can't say that. I mean, it doesn't have a bearish divergence like the other ones did. It might have one on a smaller time frame, but not on the 2 hour. On the 1 hour, all day bearish divergence, right there, down, up. So that's simple. So definitely set an alarm at the 650 level. Don't have time to get into any other charts as I have to do rate my portfolio, and it's already 11:34. But there's 231 people in the house. I appreciate you all. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Mike Kaiser. I also got so no more portfolios. I have 3 on the list. Going to run through them. No more. Don't send them in because I'm not doing them today. I got Yo, Mike Kaiser, and the guy from earlier. PNG, that is on one of my lists, but I have not looked into it. Unfortunately, you can't know every coin. It's just impossible. Wait, why can't I pull this over? 1 second. Come on now. There we go. Pull this down. Pull this up. All right. Let's do this. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. First, rate my portfolio. Tom O'Brien, $5 super chat. Tom, I do appreciate the $5 super chat. Please rate my portfolio. $100,000. Looking for a 5x. We have ourselves a reasonable man, everybody. We have a reasonable man. Shout out to Alex O Crypto in the chat. What a legend. What a legend. Go give him a follow. He's a killer. Looking for a 5x, 17% Ethereum, 17% Bitcoin, 16% Ethereum, 14% ADA, 10 Render, 8 Solana, Link, Vet, Graph, Algo, HRmatic. All right, so Tom is in a situation where he's trying to protect. Tom's trying to protect. He's not trying to make as much money as humanly possible. What I don't like about Tom, though, is that Tom is still trying to 5x. Multiplying your money by 5 is not an easy task to achieve. Not at all, actually. And 35% of his bags is Bitcoin and Ethereum. And can Bitcoin 5x from here? No, it can't. Can Ethereum 5x from here? Maybe. So you're asking the other 65% of your bag, significant amount. Not to mention Solana is 8% of it. ADA is 14% of it. So you are heavy top 10 coins. And you're asking everything else in your bag to overperform by a lot. Tom, I think you're running it too safe. This is too safe. It's a hell of a safe portfolio. Is it good for a 3 to 4x? 100%. 100%. But a 5x, when you're talking 35, 40, over 50% of your bag is top 10. Over 50% of your bag's top 10. You're asking for a lot out of the other coins. I'm going to give you like a 73. Your coin selection's not bad, but your distribution isn't bad. Your coin selection is not aligned with your goal. Mike Kaiser, rate my portfolio 130,000, 30 H bar, 30 algo, 15 XRP, 15 vet, 10% graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3. So we're talking 5 picks. I don't hate it. It's this I would advise holding a couple more picks. I don't hate it. I mean, I don't really understand the XRP at that point. Like at that point, going that hard in the paint, why even holding the XRP? It doesn't make sense. It's kind of like the odd man out in the portfolio. I would like to see you lean a little bit more into, some of the narrative plays. Obviously, you have the RWA covered. You have that base covered big time. But yeah, man, and your goal is a 10x. Well, that's fair enough. Of course it is. Of course it is. And this is you're shooting for the stars with this one, dog. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I really don't. It's not my favorite. I think you're going a little bit too hard in the paint. I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit more even distribution with a couple other sleeper type picks, at least a splash of a sleeper pick. But your goal is a 10x, and that is an advantageous goal. And you are aiming for the fence on this one. I'm going to have to give you like a 79, 80. Let me restate that. I'm giving you an 82. You're getting an 82. You have good coins. Your portfolio is aligned with your goal, and that's really what matters. But if one of my problem with this portfolio, Mike, is that you have 5 picks. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks. You have 5 picks. If one of those picks is a dud, you're done. If one of those picks is a dud, you're done. I hope they're not. A lot of these are my favorite coins. They really are. But even in this scenario, remember I just came on this show and said, right now, my power ranking pick, not personal favorite, but my power ranking pick for this bull run is the graph. I would not advise anybody to hold 100% of the graph. It's not smart. It's not smart. Anything could go wrong at any given time. And in a situation where you're heavily in, well, really, your whole bag is dependent on H-bar and algo. H-bar and algo. It's 60% of your bag. Anything goes wrong. Anything. You're not going to make it. I don't think that's going to happen. Obviously, I'm very bullish on both these projects, but I'm telling you, man, you want to be a little bit spread out just in case. And I don't know, I don't know. Jason Bourne, XRP hasn't moved at all. XRP has been sound asleep for, I don't know, but can you wake it up? I'd love to see you wake it up. I mean, the graph that I bought has more than doubled since I've been buying it over time. More than doubled. Most of the graph I bought was at 12 cents. And that was when I buy the majority of that, maybe September last year. And XRP has been asleep then, and it's still asleep now. So I'm sorry. I want my audience to be in coins that are moving. My job is to help people make money, not help people be in coins that are asleep. If I came on here and talked about asleep coins, no one would watch my show. So, I mean, XRP army all day. You can be as tribal as you want to. And I hold XRP. I'm right there with you. But going to talk about coins that actually have put up numbers. And one of my biggest picks has more than doubled. So I'm gonna take that flag and fly it like this because I'm killing. So, Mike, I don't hate your portfolio, but it just scares me, man. You're so committed. You're so committed, and that you got to be. But Yo, 61K, 32% XRP. Oh my God, 25% near, 11% H-bar, 5 ADA, 4 Prime, 3 SUI, 2 Ondo, GFI. You're looking for a 10 plus. You're going to add more money. Okay. So, well, you're leading with XRP, and when 32% of your bag's XRP. So you're basically asking the other 68% of your bag to work double overtime. You're asking them to work. I am not sure if the likelihood of XRP going to $6. I don't know. I don't know. I can't say that with a completely straight face. Is it in my range? Yeah. But the likelihood of it happening, two different stories. Two completely different stories. I don't hate Near, ADA, Prime. You know, your other picks are good. But if your goal for this portfolio was a 6 to 7x, I would have given you a good score and ended the show. But because I care, I am going to say that a 10x plus goal with this portfolio is extremely ambitious. Especially, it depends on if XRP actually wakes up or not. And for a coin that has been known for being suppressed and suppressed and suppressed and suppressed, I'm not about to lead with something that's sound asleep. You know. So, man, I don't know. I hope so, bro. I hope so. Yo, I don't hate your back, but if it, like I said, if it was a 6 to 7 goal, I would have gave it a good score. I think tempering your expectations would be best if that's the path you're going to stay on. Yeah, that's like a 73. All right. I do appreciate each and every one of you. Even you, Jason Bourne. Even you. But you guys rock. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. You guys are awesome. I am going to film a video. Oh my God, Tristan Gage. Throw in the what if scenario. 50K portfolio split between HBAR algo. I know I have 2 coins as a no-no, but if they go down, I want to go down with the ship, ride or die. All right. You live by the sword and you die by the sword. And I would not advise doing that, even if it's with 2 of my favorite coins. I'm even huffing and puffing over someone being 30% HBAR, 30% algo, and everything else. That's not a smart distribution, even if it's with my favorite projects. You want to have options. You want to be in a place where you're not stuck if something happens. Do anything. You know, I'm not saying it's going to happen. The thing is, I can't come in here and tell you with a straight face that I know the future. No one does. No one knows the future. And I'm not going to pretend that I do. But I can make an educated guess, and based off of what I've seen, you know, there's such thing as being over diversified and there's such thing as being under diversified. And our job is to try to find the sweet spot and to try to make the most out of the little we have. And Tristan, you're rolling the dice. You're going to get rich or you're going to get wrecked, but hopefully you're going to get rich, but I would not advise that strategy. I really would not. All right, everybody, I'm out of here. I got a meeting. I got to film a couple videos. Then I'm going to go pack for Vegas because I leave Thursday morning. I got to go to the dry cleaners. I gotta take my cars. I got so many things to do today. But I you guys rock. You guys rock. I appreciate you all. Smash the like button on your way out the door. My name's AJ Wrights Crypto. Get rich or get wrecked. Later. Don't hold 2 coins, Tristan.